Tonight on Duck TV News, find out how a new app is changing the social scene around campus.
Also, if you haven't gotten a good laugh lately, the student club, the Stand Up Society, premieres their new comedy competition.
And later, see what program is helping bring awareness to undocumented workers in Eugene.
Good evening and welcome to Duck TV News. I'm Gabrielle Mueller.
And I'm Rick Lynn Force. A new social networking application is up and running for University of Oregon students. The app is called Hallspot and was created by University of Oregon senior Sean Thorne.
College is like the best time of our lives, and I was like, so why isn't there a social media app just, for college students to make college even better?
Sean came up with the idea of Hallspot to narrow down posts for students so they could see what's happening around town. Students are required to sign up for Hallspot using their University of Oregon email to make sure the app is limited to students only.
We also have a feed of pictures, kind of like Instagram. So it's kind of a combination of the best of what works in social media mixed with a new feature in our map feature.
Hallspot is available for the iPhone and will soon be available for the Android. Hallspot's also working on launching their website at www.hallspot.com.
The Bowerman Sports Clinic held an open house to display the various testing they use to help athletes prevent injury. Duck TV's Tim Thompson has the story.
Here we are at Hayward Field right next to the Bowerman Sports Science Clinic, and today they decided to host their open house to show the general public all of the new equipment and technology.
People of all ages came into the Bowerman Sports Science Clinic's open house Wednesday evening to see just what the building has to offer.
Have someone come in, they'll be on the treadmill running at increasing speeds, or they're on the bike pedaling at increasing wattages, and through the different stages we'll take just a little drop of blood, and that'll give us their blood lactate value. And so we're looking for the lactate threshold, which is basically the happy medium that your body can sustain while you're training.
The Science Clinic allows individuals to discover better ways to run, bike, and perform athletics in ways to prevent injuries. Senior Director Mike Hahn said that the clinic held the open house in hopes of getting the word out.
So we do some research here in prosthetic engineering, and then we also provide services to the community that's based around biomechanics and physiological assessment of motion and exercise.
Hahn says there is never a time where work is boring.
If you're interested in getting yourself tested or just learning more about how to prevent injuries, feel free to call or email the Bowerman Sports Science Clinic, and you can get your own appointments set up. Here at Hayward Field, I'm Tim Thompson, Duck TV News.
For any further questions, feel free to visit the Bowerman Sports Clinic website.
This past Wednesday, the ASUO held a Senate meeting where the Multicultural Center, Women's Center, and Student Sustainability Coalition voiced their opinions about possibly being reallocated from the Program Finance Committee. Fama Mohammed has a story.
The possible shift of budgets for the Women's Center, the Student Sustainability Coalition, and the Multicultural Center has caused much controversy for these student organizations. Since these organizations began, the Program Finance Committee has allocated their yearly fiscal budgets. Students from the Multicultural Center and the Women's Center are worried that switching to the Department Finance Committee will take away from their student autonomy and change their budgets. Quan Trong from the Multicultural Center shares his concerns.
I think the shift is too rushed, and I'm not saying that it's a bad shift or anything, but I'm just saying it's too rushed for everyone involved, including the MCC, the students that serve, even the senators, and also like the people making those decisions.
Taylor Allison, Senate Seat 2, PFC, reassures groups that the move to the Department Finance Committee would be in their best interest.
We believe that this will give the groups more flexibility. It'll give our committee, it'll give them the resources they need, and the Department Finance Committee really has more resources to deal with these very large budgets.
Taylor hopes that both sides will soon come to an agreement.
I hope that we can come to some sort of solution in the next couple of weeks that will kind of work for everyone involved.
The Senate plans on discussing the issue again in their meeting tonight. For Duck TV News, I'm Fama Mohammed.
To learn more about the budget decisions made by the ASUO, visit asuo.uoregon.edu.
Quackin' Me Up, a first-time competition sponsored by All Comedy 1450, kicked off its first round this past Wednesday at the 23rd Studio 44. The competition has 5 more rounds, which will be taking place in the upcoming month. Audience members' votes will determine which comedians move on to the next round.
The winner of the competition gets $1,000 and an array of weird gift cards to random places throughout Eugene, and I really want all of them.
Tickets are available at various locations around Eugene. For more information on the event, like the All Comedy 1450 Facebook page.
Having a good football team is good for the hype and the bottom line. Travel Lane County reports that Duck football games bring an average of $1.2 million into the local economy. Revenue comes from sales in hotel space, food, retail, and other sectors.
A bond measure that was passed in 2006 is now helping cover partial costs of opening a new public park. The proposed park in North Eugene's Santa Clara community borders Madison Middle School and will be the 9th park in the area. The park will be used for recreational purposes, but is not open yet. The city paid $2.8 million for 35 acres of land. Parks in Santa Clara are largely under maintenance, and the city is struggling to fund new park development. But city officials say they've set aside $600,000 for this park.
This past Friday, a program aimed to help undocumented farm workers in Oregon hosted an event to spread awareness on campus. Duck TV reporter Katie Mahoon has more.
I'm standing here in front of the William Knight Law Center, where a 2-day informational meeting for Huerto de la Familia took place. The event featured a series of short films and local speakers who came together to inform the public about the struggles faced by migrant workers.
Sarah Cantrell, the founder of Huerto de la Familia, is excited to say the program currently supports 60 families in the Eugene area, but believes that number will soon increase to 100 by this year. Her efforts have also been spent educating people about the large role Latinos play in farm, fishing, and food services in Oregon.
Living in Eugene for such a long time, that local food and organic food are a big deal here, but no one ever talks about labor. I hardly ever hear anyone talk about labor.
Migrant worker Margarita Palacios spoke at the event about his experience through Huerto de la Familia. He talked about how emotional it is to speak at these events and the impact Huerto de la Familia has had on his life.
I like to speak at these events, but sometimes I get sentimental because it's not fair for others to suffer. It's around 60 families that benefit from Huerto, but this is what Huerto is doing, working to amplify the program so many more can benefit.
Huerto de la Familias will be celebrating their 15-year anniversary this upcoming spring. For Duck TV, I'm Katie Moen.
Thank you, Katie. For more information, you can visit huertodelafamilia.org.
Eugene has always been known for its bicyclists and bike-friendly streets, but the city just reached a milestone. The bicycle industry in Oregon has hit $400 million and is continuously increasing. To support this success, Oregon's Tourism and Parks Department is launching a new bike-friendly business plan. On Friday, October 25th, the final segment of the Willamette River Bike Pedestrian Way was completed in Springfield and is now open to the public. This project aims to help the growth of bicycle culture in Eugene and enhance the bikers' experience.
I'll have to break out my own bike and check it out.
I know I'll be out there even if the weather gets a little bad.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
thank you for watching Duck TV. I'm Rick Lynn Forrest.
And I'm Gabrielle Mueller. Have a happy Halloween.